Midterm election day 3 weeks from today. We want to make sure you are prepared as possible as you head to the polls. Washington, Benton, and Madison counties have jail expansion measures on the ballot. In Benton and Madison counties, the issue is split into two parts.
5 News reporter Catherine Gilker is live in the newsroom to help break down the ballot. Catherine?
These are the ballots for Benton and Madison counties. Ballots in both counties will have two propositions that have to do with increasing sales tax for jail expansions. In Benton County, the first question you'll see is a 0.25% or a quarter of a cent sales tax to operate the jail. That's equivalent to a quarter for every $100 you spend. Benton County Judge Barry Mooring says if passed, the proposal would triple current jail capacity.
We don't have the ability to pay for all of the jailers and the food for inmates and doctors and mental health professionals that it will take to operate that facility. So much like other counties in Arkansas, including Washington County, we need an additional revenue stream to operate that facility.
Mooring says about 25% of Benton County's budget goes to operating the jail. This sales tax would be permanent.
If we're going to take on a project of this size, thinking about the future, there's no way we have that kind of funding currently in our general fund, and that's why we'll need that additional quarter-cent sales tax to fund it.
The other question on Benton County's ballots is a 1/8 of a cent sales tax to pay for the bonds the county will sell in order to build the facility. Mooring says the county can spend up to $165 million on the project if it passes. This sales tax will go away once the bonds are paid off.
The projections right now is that it will take about 15 years to raise that money on 1/8 of a cent. But I will tell you, in our region, and when other like big cities have done this, think of the Springdale, Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, they've been able to pay off their bonds much sooner than the projection just due to the growth that we're having.
Mooring says by law, the two questions must be separated since one is for bonds and the other is for operating revenue. The same is true in Madison County, where a new jail is proposed. Voters will decide on a permanent 1.25% sales tax to operate and maintain the jail. The other measure is for a 0.5% sales tax to sell upwards of $17 million in bonds to build a jail. This tax will expire once the bonds are paid off. County judge says if one of the questions passes but not the other, that could cause issues because they can't build a jail without having funds to operate it and vice versa. Catherine Gilker, 5 News.
All right, Catherine, thanks. Washington County already has a tax in place to operate its jail, but voters will decide on a 0.25% sales tax increase to expand it. This is for a maximum of $113.5 million.